be doing a 100-day reality challenge. So my goal is to be a paid motivational, inspirational speaker. So that's the objective, is to get paid doing speaking. And also another goal is to do a speaking event outside where I live in Mobile. So if that happens, I'll be very, very happy. And also, the other goal is to have a closer relationship with my soulmate. So we'll see if that happens or not. So this is 100 days. That is 3 months and 10 days or something like that. So, you know, the way I'm speaking right now, I really can't speak like, you know, I can't hesitate. I can't really be like monotone all the time. Well, I don't really want to be monotone all the time, so I think I really want to put some emotion when I talk. Like, I kind of want to be for example, like a Tony Robbins, but I don't want to be to that extreme. I want to have the moments where I am like an emotional force, where I just motivate people. I have like conviction in my voice. I have force. I have tone, you know. So, and that's going to take a lot of work. That's going to take a lot of practicing. One of the great values to doing anything in life is to have experience at it. So I'm going to have to do a lot of practicing. So I'm going to be in front of the camera. I'm going to have like stuffed dolls in front of me, or stuffed animals, and, you know, try to have that experience. Of course, I don't even know if people are going to come to my speaking events, but, you know, just in case, so that I have an idea of what I'm in front of, and I have some sort of like an environment, even if it's imaginary. I mean, I have some sort of environment where there's stuff in front of me, and like, and I gotta do a speaking event. I gotta do my talk. I really gotta do what I know will help people, will greater benefit them. So, and the talk I'm gonna be doing is on psychology, and like spiritual psychology, how to convert fear into faith and success. So I don't want to do like, it's not going to be motivational in a sense. It's probably going to be a tad bit more on the informational side, because this is some of this stuff is going to be, well, a lot of this stuff is going to be new to people, but people generally know the ideas of what I'm talking about, because everybody has psychology. Everybody has negative and positive psychology, so it's going to be pretty general to people, and they'll know what I'm talking about, but they haven't heard it in a particular way that I'm going to say it. So it's going to shock some people. It's going to surprise some people. It's going to really open people's minds to the possibility of this. And I know some of the stuff is sort of woo-woo, because I'm talking about stuff that people may not generally know, because what the terms I'm using, some people have heard of the higher self, some people have heard of the subconscious mind, and I do find a difference between them two. So I'm not going to use the subconscious mind. So I'm going to use the higher mind or the higher self, wherever I think people will most resonate with. And then you're going to also have the physical mind and the ego mind, which are the same thing, but whoever people resonate the most with, then I'm going to use that term. So it's going to be quite an adventure for me, quite a challenge for me, because in the past, I have been quite shy in my life. So this is a big step up. It's going to be outside my comfort zone. I don't ever talk to people I don't even talk to people generally. So talking in front of potentially a big crowd could be nerve-wracking to me. So I must be prepared. I must be practice. I must set up these speaking events so I know that I have to do it. And I'm gonna have to have some support. I'm gonna have to have some feedback from people, either going to their house and doing a speech over there, or doing it over Skype, or doing it over YouTube, getting feedback from the community. Who knows? Because I do find this is pretty important stuff. I mean, maybe it's not important to you right now, but once I start to talk about it, maybe it registers something in your head and give you some ideas or something that you never even thought about, So, I know, I'm rambling about this, and I haven't even talked anything about, what are my credentials? I mean, I'm only 24. How do you know about how we should think and how we should do this and that? Well, I research. You can call me a researcher. I mean, some of this is from personal experience, so I do have some personal experience with this. And, this is not stuff that's like totally scientific. This is stuff. If you ever heard of the book, The Course of Miracles, The Course of Miracles The Course of Miracles it's a channeling from this lady in the 1970s. And Mary Ann Williamson, who is a speaker, is an author. She wrote a book about that book, and she got rave reviews just from talking about it, from doing it, because it was expressed as truth and it resonated with a lot of people. It really made sense. And this is the sort of stuff, the source of where I'm getting my information from. I'm getting it from a channeling from out there, and from spirit. So this is not like, oh, I thought this by myself. I'm getting this stuff from spirit. So I'm just gathering all this information up and weaving it together and organizing it so that it is understandable. Because some of this channeling stuff, a lot of the channeling stuff I get is really not that, let me say, easy to decipher. Like some of the channelings, they talk fast and they use funny words. And some of the channelings go way back in 1930s. So they have a completely different language than say, let me see, since modern time, since canal time. I mean, they use like disregard and like all this weird word, so I have to make it into modern terms so people will understand it more and comprehend it and really get to, don't really have to think too much on it. So yeah, so yeah, that's how I'm gonna do my way of talking. So this is not for the typical person per se, but since it's like I'm gonna be speaking about this to like new thought people, to the new thought community, then they'll generally have an idea of what I'm trying to convey to them. So I think it's gonna be a really nice experience seeing people comprehending this, and because it's gonna change some people's lives, I think. Well, I don't really know. I don't know. It might just be another talk, but some people like talks, and I could give a talk because I have the ability to. So I don't know. I may be overthinking this talk, but I gotta think about it to really be what I want it to be. So I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking forward to these 100 days. So the 100 days starts tomorrow. So I just gotta be that frequency. I gotta be that vibration. I gotta be a inspirational speaker, and hopefully I'll be able to go to other speaking events and be, spread the word around. Hopefully I could get the opportunity to speak some more in other places and other venues and other events. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So see y'all later.